Hey, this is Jack from the Game Fools. I'm here with Minecraft Snapshot 14W02C. Uh, I thought I'd do a little snapshot review just because I haven't put out too many videos recently, and I just noticed that it came out the other day, so I may as well look at it and tell you guys a little bit about what is involved. There are some pretty new features now, I have to say. Uh, First off, villagers have some new trading. Well, they have some new mechanics for their trading. Apparently, he's also a little spasmodic. Uh, and by new mechanics, it's not really exactly the right term, but I don't know what term I'm looking for. So, anyways, they have some new trades for one. This guy, for example, has 19 string for 1 emerald, and 1 emerald for 8 arrows. 3 emeralds for a bow, 10 gravel, and emeralds for 9 flint. Also, you'll notice he's called a Fletcher now. Well, this one particularly is. All the villagers have different names, so we don't have to guess at what they're called anymore or make up names for them. They actually all have names now when you go to them. Like there's armor, butcher, cleric, I think, librarian. Also, now when you trade with them, it unlocks trades faster. So there's a chance that you'll get 1 or 2 trades. There's a chance that you'll get a trade without having gone through all of his trades. So that's a nice new feature in my opinion. Also, I believe this is just a bug, but when you do a trade so much that it gets X'd out and thus you can't do that trade anymore, at the moment, I think it's just a bug, but all you have to do is exit out of the trading menu and just right-click on him again, and it should be back. Here, let me get some emeralds and show that. Where are emeralds? There we go. I'll just buy a bunch of arrows. Alright, see, it's X'd out. Now I go back. Oh, no, it's not. I guess it's just a one-time glitch I had. Never mind on that. Whoops. Oh, but you'll see that right there just opened up another trade, supposedly. Okay, I guess I just have all of his trades. Anyways, let's get on to the new blocks. First off, there's a new slime block, which I'm going to go into greater detail in a moment. First, I'm just going to say it's made up of a 3x3 square in the crafting grid. That just makes 1 slime block, but they're pretty useful, actually. First off, I'm just going to say they slow you a ton. So you can use that for traps, I guess, with some description on multiplayer, maybe. But also, you've now got something to catch you when you fall. I should probably get out of creative mode to show this. I just realized I'm in creative mode. So you can probably guess by what I was trying to do, you don't take fall damage when you fall onto one. Doesn't matter how high up you are. As far as I've been able to test it, you can go infinitely and you won't take fall damage. Also, I'm just going to F5 for a moment so I can show you that it has a little, you bounce a little bit, very lightly when you jump on them and then release. Just a neat little thing, I think. Just ooh, it's a bouncy block, la la la. Also, when you jump on one of these from far up, as you noticed, you will bounce high in the air. Not as high as from where you jumped, but high. Higher than normal jumping would allow. So that's basically what those are. We've also got some more aesthetic blocks. These all spawn in the real world naturally. You've got granite. I can't actually remember what that one's called. That one's called diorite, and screw it. This one's called andesite. Now, all of these, as I said, can be found in the natural world, but diorite can be crafted with 2 cobblestone and 2 quartz, just in this type of configuration here. Also, you can take any of these, put them in a 2x2 grid, and make a polished version. So, here's the normal granite, polished granite. normal diorite, diorite, polished diorite, normal andesite, polished andesite. So that's just some new aesthetic blocks. I'm glad they're finally starting to add some more of those. Like the last update also added quite a bunch, although I didn't do any snapshot reviews on that one. Anyways, back to this snapshot. Now you can actually craft mossy stone brick with just stone brick and some vines. Pretty relatively cheap crafting recipe. It's nice because now you don't actually have to find a stronghold in the real world to be able to actually get this. You can now craft it yourself as long as you just have some shears and stone, obviously. You can also now craft chiseled stone brick with 2 stone brick slabs orientated like this. Again, it's nice because you no longer have to find a stronghold to actually get these blocks in survival mode, which is a real pain in my opinion. The last thing block-wise is doors. They stack now. Yes. I have been waiting for this feature since beta. Doors have needed to stack, I swear to God. It's so annoying when you're trying to build a house in survival mode and you're having 4 inventory slots filled up by doors because you need to have, or because you want to have 2 double doors. It's just so nice to be able to have them in one stack. Also, when you craft a door now, it actually gives you 3, which is really nice for survival. Just it takes up so many less resources now. So anyways, that's that. Now we've got a little tweak with repairing. I'm not actually going to show this one off just because it's really simple. Basically now when you want to rename an item, all that costs is 1 level. So it doesn't matter what it is, it just always costs 1 level, making that a little bit cheaper, which is nice. Enchanting, on the other hand, has had a bit of a rework. So, you see, let me go into... There we go. So, as you'll see, well, first off, there's 2 slots now. This one's pretty obviously calling for lapis lazuli. You'll see, I'm level 7, but I can't afford... I'm level 27, but I can't afford the level 7 because it takes 2, in this case, lapis. I've heard that you can also make it so that the enchanting table takes gold instead of lapis. I believe that's just a random thing, and I'm not actually sure if that's true. I've just heard it from some people. That could be entirely crap. I don't know, so don't quote me on that. But I do know that you need lapis, in this case, to be able to afford any of these enchantments. This one takes 2 lapis, this one takes 1 lapis, this one takes 3 lapis. Also, it says level 7 enchantment, but it only actually you have to be that level to get the enchantment, but you only actually spend as many levels as there are lapis required. So I'm level 27 right now level 25, and I've got an Unbreaking 2 sword. Also, I'm just going to show off, as you'll see, now it actually kind of says some of what the enchantment will be. This one says Unbreaking 2 at the top. It could be more than that, but you'll at least get Unbreaking 2. So that's kind of helpful, just because before that there was no real way to discern what the enchantments were, because no one actually wants to take the time to figure out what these runes say. I don't even know what they are. Anyways, I personally really like this new feature. I got a couple of crappy swords right there. Jeez. I'm going to try one more time just because that's kind of weird. Okay, well, to be fair, I'm using only level 2 enchantment. But, anyways, so that's how that works. I personally like the new enchanting system because it makes it a little bit more expensive, and I feel like it was kind of cheap just because you could just save up levels from a grinder or something, whereas now you actually have to spend a few materials. Mind you, they may want to tweak it a little bit just because it's a little expensive. Lapis isn't that common, so needing 3 for a single enchantment, or even just 2, is a little bit expensive. but it does make enchanting a lot more valuable, I guess. Anyway, I'm not going to showcase it in this video, but there are a lot of updates with command blocks. The only reason I know that is because I looked online and I read about that. However, I'm not going to showcase that because I am horrible at programming command blocks. I don't know why, I just am. The only thing that I really remember as far as that goes is you can now do /kill input into a command block. So you could do, like, if someone has to push one of two buttons, if they push the wrong one, they're killed on the spot. There are other new features in that too, and a ton of bug fixes, obviously. But I'm not going to really showcase any of the new command block stuff or adventure map stuff, just because I'm really bad with command blocks. However, I hope that you guys did find what I did showcase for you to be useful. I hope you enjoyed, and happy gaming.